So dear, we were talking about some financial worries, right? And the palpitations and breathlessness. You're with me?
Yes, Didi, I'm with you.
Yeah. So how long it has been that you have issues with breathlessness?
From last 3-4 months.
Last 3-4 months. Okay, so let me look at the energy strength. And I do see a purple in your lung, and in the energy flow screen I also see like the meridians, the lung and the heart meridian. So let me see what are the points that needs to be looked at. Okay, so in the lung area, the front, let's see the heart. So the lung meridian is definitely has pointers, like you can see the numbers. When we see the numbers, that means there is a deviation. Okay, so we see lots of deviations in the lung. Heart, it's a heart lung meridian, and this is your heart, and you are feeling breathlessness. So let's look at the heart itself. So I have multiple fields, but when I am starting to do the healing here, I am going to look at your mind body screens very quickly, and I will look at your acupressure points. Yeah. So as I have been talking to you, definitely you feel vulnerable, undernourished, and you do feel that life is not fair, and it's inability to letting go. So I definitely know those situations are there, and you just get stuck to a drama of life, and your intellect is like stops working. Like, no, I do not know what to do. You want to move forward with your life, you want to do good things in your life, but then some situation happens and everything goes down. Agree?
Right.
So can you elaborate it a little bit, that what are the situations which is really bothering you at this point of time?
Definitely the same situation of relationship things which is happening again and again in my life. Like these things I used to face in my past marriage, and then now being in a relation, wanted to settle down again, and just facing the same that the other side is not standing for the responsibilities, and uh, along with this, my work front, the way it has to be, I should put an effort into it according to my potential. I'm not been able to put 100% efforts at my workplace, and this shows that results are not coming as per my uh,
Expectation.
abilities, expectations and abilities.
Okay, so let's look at your acupressure point so that we can start working on your issues right away. So I see 4 pressure points. So lumbar spine is number 1, and when I click on the lumbar spine, we clearly see that the body mind association with the lumbar spine suggests the uh, or represents feeling that we have abundance in our lives. So if our lumbar spine is doing great, we have like abundance in our life. But financial worries are often manifested in the lumbar spine or lower back. So we also call it like a muladhar, the root chakra, and in relationship. So both like root and the swadhisthana, which is root or the sacral. These are the 2 areas where we have the, the lower back region, right? The problem may arise from the thought that we are not capable of meeting our financial responsibilities. This is linked to a lack of self-confidence. Make sense?
Yes, somewhere, yes, absolutely.
So, so do you have back pain also at times?
Yes, I do. Yes, yes, very much.
So let me start working on this. So we do see issue in the lumbar spine area, and let me just work on your pressure point, which is this area, the back. All right. So as we work on the matching frequency, so I'm working on like matching the frequency. So I'm making myself like a kind of surrogate, and also I will be using the other modalities in order to reach to the lumbar spine area. Okay. So I am looking at, so you have to sit into the receiving mode. Close your eyes and put your hands open onto your knees. Sit comfortably, back straight. And let me see what's happening there. So I have started healing that area. At the same time, I'm asking that why this situation arose in your life. And it could be in a form of story. It could be relevant, irrelevant, but at least you will learn your lesson that why it is happening. So I am getting the flashes of, so healing is happening right now, and I'm getting flashes that that I see your past life. So how many lives ago? This life, previous life. So it happened in this life too. Okay, so we are not going to the previous life, so you have to. So I see it could be your first wife, maybe ex-wife. So why did you guys separate it? Like, I think that you doted upon her a lot, you liked her a lot, but somehow she became estranged. Like slowly she started losing interest and she left, right? Can you just elaborate a little bit what happened with her? Like, you really liked her, right?
Yes, it was a very impulsive decision, in my life to say yes to her, because we just spent hardly 10 minutes together, and uske baad we were only on phone and only on chat. On basis of it, we got, aligned. Few things got ignored during the courtship period by my side, and I thought these are the things, but those things is piled up, and which has, after the marriage, converted into lots of issues, then trust issues, then understanding challenges. Later, she wants to, as you said, that she has lost interest in me. She started, finding the things to leave me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, long story short, now you're already again in the similar situation. Like, you see a pattern there, right? That even now you are like, everything looks great, but all of a sudden you get into that manipulation mode, that because of your incapabilities, somebody in my family is angry, and they, so again, like, it is like putting you down, that if you were successful, if you were financially abundant, I would have had no issue in getting married to you, but since you do not have these, that's why I am getting to a resistance from my family. So again, putting down, and that is definitely not helping your confidence level. So to break the pattern, what do?
Create the distance.
No, wait, let me see what should be done. I think the confidence has to be developed in your own abilities and not going after anyone. So creating distance from this person, some other person will come, the third person will come, the fourth person. So everybody will do the same thing. So now that you understand this is the trigger that you need to work on yourself. I do not blame anyone for doing whatever they're doing. I think they are just triggers who are asking you to take action in your own abilities. And that is the most important thing. So as I am clearing your lower chakras, and I'm looking at, so I'm just making sure that all is aligned at this point of time. My only thing would be that taking action. You need to take action. And how you will take action is that you will create your action plan, and you have to put that effort of, like, say, if you have to get up at 7 a.m., if you decide to get up at 7 a.m., then get up at 7 a.m. no matter what. People who have low self-esteem and self-confidence are those people who cannot keep the words to themselves. Forget about others. So if I tell you that, okay, Ankita, I'm meeting you at 11, but consistently I default, I do not come. So after a while, you will start not having faith in me, right? Similarly, if you do not show up, so it is just not about me, I'm just giving you an example. So it is very important that we stick to our timings. It is very important that we uh, always do what we say, walk our talk, right? As we walk our talk, we become more and more and more confident in our abilities. The more confident you would be, you would start seeing the confidence in people around you. So what you would do is, like, step by step, like right now the clearing is happening, the light is there, so you will have the confidence. So the ingredient that was like there was a knot there, so I'm working on that knot and I'm opening the knot, energetic knot, I'm opening that. And you also said that you had back pains too, so so it will take like maybe 3 days to get out of that pain or instability. But in these 3 days, what you are going to do is doing the job that I will tell you. And also, what you are going to do is you make your plan for, like, to-do list today before going to bed, and that habit you have to inculcate. Every night you're writing your to-do list, and for 3 days you will not budge from that, no matter what.
Okay.
Give it, like, do not make like too such a very tight thing. Just make it like, these 5 things I will finish tomorrow, and make sure you finish those 5 things before end of the day. That is doable.
Right.
So I'm not asking you
Right.
to do like 9:30 to 10 I will do this, 10 to 10:30 I'll do this, 10:30 to 11 I'll do this, because that is a big chances of getting derailed. But if you decide, like, I have to talk to this person, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this. If you have 5 things in mind, and just make sure that you have done it, and it is not for anybody else, it is for you. And you'll also give yourself like marking, so it's like 5 out of 5 or 3 out of 5 or 2 out of 5. And after like day 3, you will start seeing that you are being consistent, and after day 7 you will be able to see that you are bringing in money. So we will meet 3 days after, okay, and we will continue working on it, and you will see the difference.
Absolutely.
All right.
I have one question related to
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
From last 6-7 years, I'm having a stiff back, very stiff back, which was used to be my strength, till 2010-11. And since then, if I see, if I flash back those years and my stiff back, are these similar things, my financial challenges, my relation challenges, and the stiff back is related to it?
Yes. So it is like who came first, if the chicken or egg kind of situation. So what happened first, the back got stiff and this situation arose, or the situation was, or the thought was there and the back got stiff, right? So everything which is happening in our life, it starts in your mind first. So the situation starts somewhere, and not necessarily like from this life. It is just there could be a trigger in your life which is like, okay, the situation started to get deteriorated, and then the similar situation will come which happened in your this life or previous life before, and these situations lead you to the point where you were feeling exactly the same in previous situations, so that you can pay attention to, okay, so this is a situation, I pay attention to it, and now I know that these are the situation, and this is an opportunity for me to work on it. So that is why the people come to and there's like no medicine which will help you with that. You can become financially strong tomorrow, right? But energetically, if we start getting aligned, the opportunities starts coming, and obviously the universal laws has to be followed. You cannot just do things it is not like you'll get lottery tomorrow. You might, but now what we are doing, like we found the root cause very quickly, that this is a situation, we understood the pattern, we exactly know what spot we are going to work on, and then we make a like a physical level plan, that how do we not get into this pattern again, right?
Right.
And what
Right.
it is saying, like whosoever it is, your family members or relatives or your girlfriend or anybody, her relatives, like anybody who's making you feel that you are not good enough, is just trying to tell you that you have to make yourself good enough. All right.
Right.
So I'll let you go and we meet again after 3 days. All right.
Absolutely. Sure. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you
Namaskar.
so much. Namaste. Namaste.